Here we go.
Well, Italian prosecutors are now accusing a cruise ship captain of both manslaughter and abandoning his ship while passengers were stranded in the middle of the water there. This, as a U.S. maritime official calls his actions a, quote, mortal sin for abandoning his ship. He's the captain making excuses as an Italian Coast Guard official repeatedly ordered him to get back on his ship to do his job and to help those victims. Listen to this.
This is Captain Scatino.
Scatino, listen, Scatino, there are people trapped on board. Now, you need to go on your lifeboat under the bow of the ship on the side. There's a ladder. You need to climb up the ladder and board the ship. Get on board and report to me how many people there are. Is that clear? I am recording this conversation, Captain Scatino.
Captain, let me tell you one thing.
Speak up!
This ship at the moment...
Captain, speak up. Shield the microphone with your hand and speak louder. Clear?
At this moment, the ship is tilted.
I understand. Listen, there are people who are coming down the ladder on the bow. Go back in the opposite direction, get back on the ship, and tell me how many people there are and what they have on board. Clear? Tell me if there are children, women, and what kind of help they'll need. And you tell me the number of each of these categories. Is that clear? Look, Scatino, perhaps you have saved yourself from the sea, but I will make you look very bad. I will make you pay for this, damn it.
The anger in his voice of the Coast Guard captain there. Michael Winkleman joins me now, a maritime attorney, and he comes to us this morning from Miami. Michael, he's begging for a point person on that ship to fulfill the basic responsibility of literally giving them the information that they need. Who's on the ship? How many more people do we need to rescue? Have you ever seen anything like this in your years covering maritime issues?
Absolutely not. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning.
It's really just absolutely shocking, and to have his attorney call him a hero is really just remarkable. Having represented numerous cruise ship captains in cases against the cruise lines, I typically think of them as heroes, the leaders of the ship, the commanders-in-chief, but this is precisely the opposite here. So it's utterly shocking.
Yeah, I called this man the anti-Captain Sullenberger yesterday, who we all remember, just stayed on that plane in the Hudson River, walked back and forth on his own until he was 100% sure that everybody was off that plane. Now the attorney came out this morning for the captain, as you just noted, and basically said he was a hero, that his story has not been told. Is there any indication from anything you're learning that we have it wrong here?
Absolutely not. I must say, at first, I thought maybe this was Costa trying to find a scapegoat for this conduct and for what happened. Right. But everything we're seeing seems to lean to that. But you can't rule out that Costa was really at fault here, particularly because reports have just surfaced that earlier in August of 2011, the same ship did the exact same thing and was in fact closer to the shore. So that raises issues of what did Costa know, when did they know it? And in my capacity, I think that this happening 5-6 months ago, the exact same thing, opens the door to punitive damages against Costa Cruise Lines for this type of egregious, flagrant, dangerous type of conduct, which is nothing more than showboating.
Yeah, and you are representing some of these passengers who will be suing this cruise line company, right?
That's exactly right, and they face certain issues, all of which come out of the passenger ticket contract. Interestingly, the fine print of this contract calls for them to sue in Genoa, Italy. Now, we may be challenging that forum selection clause in a United States court, arguing it's unreasonable to force U.S. passengers to go to Genoa, Italy. But the good news is, if they have to go to Italy, my firm has over 75 years of experience in handling exactly these types of claims. We've sued Costa Cruise Lines in the past. We're presently handling about a dozen cases
feel like
again.
They've got a good case. No doubt. What about the captain?
Absolutely.
He'll face manslaughter charges. What's his future likely to look like?
It can't be good. I mean, obviously he's already been tried in the court of public opinion. These tapes speak for themselves. He has his company who is looking to hang him out to dry as the scapegoat. He's got nothing but a dim future in his future.
He comes from a long line of ship owners and sea captains, so this has to be incredibly difficult for the rest of his family to bear. Mr. Winkleman, thank you very much. Good to have you here today. Unbelievable story.
Thank you, Marvin.
A lot more on that story, too, in the coming days. Newt Gingrich has a plan.